Good afternoon. The 14B District Court is now in session. My name is Elaine Washington, and I'm the judge that will be presiding over this session. The court will call the case of the State of Michigan versus Angela Weems, case number 18S00126, as well as 21W001366.
Good morning, Judge. Kyle Burdell for the state.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Mr. Weems.
Mr. Williams here, and proper persona.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bannis, I've called the cases already.
Thank you, Your Honor. Andrew Bannis. I'm sorry, I had to download Zoom on my computer for some reason. Andrew Bannis on behalf of Mr. Weems for the show cause hearing in the state case.
Thank you. I'm going to address the Well, the PD still represents you in the other case, sir. I have not allowed them to withdraw. So first, on the show cause case from 2018, when Mr. Weems was here last time, I indicated that the court had waived out fines and costs in that particular case. Judge Pope did that back on June 6th, 2019. However, he did not waive the restitution, which is why Mr. Weems is back here today, because the clerks explained to me and advised me that the court did not waive the restitution because the court can't waive the restitution. So the court has no ability to do so. What I am going to do, since this case is so old and we have not been able to collect, is I'm going to do a judgment of restitution for this so that it can be pursued through the victims of this case. So this court will no longer be collecting on the restitution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I will sign the writ of restitution as to that. I mean, the judgment of restitution as to that case.
Thank you.
Mr. Bannis, I think that's the only reason you were here, as well as Mr. Burdell. Is that correct?
I believe so, Judge.
Right. So that matter is resolved, and then we're dealing with the motion to dismiss and the motion to suppress as to the stop on the township case.
Okay. Permission to leave the court?
Permission is granted.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you. Permission is granted by Mr. Burdell. All right, on to the 21W1366. Today is the time that we had scheduled for a motion hearing and evidentiary arguments with respect to the motion to suppress in this case.
That's correct, Your Honor. I did attempt to reach out to Mr. Weems via the email address that I had, and I think Mr. Bannis also was assisting with a different email address. What I'm seeking to do is adjourn the evidentiary hearing. Deputy Garlick is the deputy who did the traffic stop in this case. She's actually out of the state in Washington, D.C. this week, is not available. So unfortunately, I didn't hear back from Mr. Weems, but that's my request, is to adjourn to a new date when Deputy Garlick can be present.
All right, when did you send Mr. Weems the request?
I sent him 2 emails. Hold on. I sent him one on May 9 and May 12. May 9th, I sent him, well, actually, and I wrote him a letter with my response. The first I asked for the adjournment was May 9, and then I followed up again on May 12th.
Thank you. Mr. Weems?
Your Honor, I'd like to file for dismissal without the complainant being.
Mr. Weems, first of all, if I were to grant your motion, the first thing the prosecutor gets to do is reauthorize the case, and then you end up getting arrested on this particular charge again. So it's a motion, any dismissal is without prejudice. But secondly, my first question is, Did you get his request to adjourn this case on May 9th?
No, I don't know I don't know what email you have. I think he might have another email. My email is Angela Weems at iCloud.
No, that I'm talking over you for a reason. We're on live, if you know what that means. This is YouTube, so it gets blasted all over the world. I don't think you want the world to know your YouTube address, so that's why I talked over you. So I don't know if you could hear what he said. His email was.
It didn't sound like the one I have.
Okay.
From what I heard so far.
Okay.
I want to dismiss though, Your Honor.
I heard your request, sir. I did.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, Mr. Barnett, with respect to when did you find out that that Deputy Garlick would not be available for today's hearing?
I believe it was the end of the prior week. So I believe the first email I sent to him was on Monday, and I believe I heard the week prior to that when I reached out to Deputy Garlick to let her know about the hearing date. I believe it was Thursday or Friday of that week.
Mr. Weems, do you have a valid license yet?
Yes, I do.
Can you confirm that, Your Honor? Do you have the SOS record?
1 second, I'll get that.
I actually got a road test in a couple of days. I just paid my my last few tickets a couple of weeks ago when they gave me my license.
We're checking it out on Secretary of State's right now.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll take me just one moment, please. Yes, I can confirm that he has a valid license.
Thank you, Your Honor. Given that, I'm going to move to dismiss the case.
All right. This case is dismissed, Mr. Weems. You're muted. Sorry, I muted you because I didn't want your mother's conversation and your conversation to be broadcast all over YouTube. You can hit the unmute button. Can you hit that button so you can unmute?
Oh, okay. I was saying thank you, and I appreciate it. I haven't had my license since I was 18, and they took me through a whole lot to get it.
Well, congratulations on getting your license, Mr. Weems. We're very glad that you are valid. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank Mr. Barnett as well. All right. Thank you, sir. Take care.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend, Mr. Barnett.